Hi everyone, I'm so happy you're here. This is our first online full moon flow and I'm so excited about it. We have a full moon in Aries tonight. This full moon in Aries during Libra season is how we're standing up for ourselves in our personal relationships and in our relationship with ourselves in order to bring about more harmony and balance in our lives. But before we get into the journaling prompts, which will be followed by our yoga flow for tonight, I just want to speak on bringing this online, and my goal is really to continue to cultivate that sense of community. I am so glad you're here. This is our first online version of the full moon flow that started in the backyard. Thank you again for being here. It really does fill my cup so much to be able to offer this class. I'm going to continue to keep this class donation based, even though it is moving online. So if you are able to donate monetarily, your support means so much. However, it is never expected. You are more important than your money. I want everybody who comes here to feel a sense of community, to feel a sense of belonging, and to not have any of that pressure over their head. So if you can give, this is my Venmo. I'll link it here. And if you can't, that is also okay too. Please do what you can to share this video and spread the word of what we're creating here together. So go ahead and take out your journals, your pen, maybe light a candle. If I'm looking off to the left, it's because I am looking at the questions for tonight. And I do always set aside at least a solid 30 minutes for journaling. So go ahead and set a timer on your phone. Give yourself about 2 minutes per question, and I will be filtering through all of the questions here. So go ahead and pause after each one. If you do want to stay longer on one question, that's okay. The time is yours. Do with it what you will tonight. Before we get into this journaling portion, I invite you to close your eyes and take a moment to just notice how your breath is. Is it shallow? Is it deep? Where do you feel the most sensation of your breath? Perhaps it's at the tip of your nose. Perhaps your belly or your chest. Wherever you are, take a deep inhale through your nose. Pausing at the top, taking one more last sip of air, and open mouth exhale. Good. So we're going to get into journaling. Our first question is, what has been lighting me up in all of the tiny moments, the simple and the mundane? Go ahead and pause the video here. Question number 2. What do I feel most passionate about lately? What's really lighting me up? Question number 3. What ways are my actions aligned with that passion? And where are my actions not aligning with what my heart is telling me? Question number 4. Is there anything I can do less of to offer myself more of what I want? Question number 5. What environments would be most supportive of where my heart is leading me next? Question number 6 is one of my favorites, especially as we enter into the winter season where things slow down and we spend a lot of time inward. For some reason, I can't remember this one. What qualities do I look for in the people who will support me in my current transformation? Question number 7, the follow-up. Who in my life possesses these qualities, and how am I showing up for them? Question number 8, what adjustments can I make to show up more intentionally for the people around me? Question number 9, in what areas of my life do I want to show up more intentionally for myself to offer more alignment in my thinking, feeling, and doing? Question number 10. How can I support those around me who are on a transformation journey of their own that I may know nothing about? Question number 11. What areas of my life currently feel like they are in harmony? Number 12. What areas of my life feel the most imbalanced? Question number 13. You may want to give yourself a couple more minutes on this one. Is there anything in particular I may be avoiding that is causing these imbalances? Question number 14, our final question for the evening. In what ways can I be more kind to myself as I continue to co-create the life of my dreams? Now that we are all done with the journaling portion, go ahead and close your journals, set them aside, roll out your mats, and let's practice some yoga. Let's get started. So on your mats, come into a child's pose. Knees as wide as your mat. Sink your hips down and back. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Rest your forehead on your mat. Take a moment to take a deep breath in through your nose here. Open mouth, exhale. I'm so happy that you've arrived here on your mats with me today, giving yourself time to just sink into the present moment. Whatever you're coming in with today, know that you can let go for the next 50 minutes together. Anything important can be picked back up once you are off your mat. But for now, we are here. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale, drawing your awareness to the four corners of your mat. Start to rock your forehead side to side, letting go of any tension in your jaw, your forehead, your neck, your shoulders. Sinking your hips further back with each exhale. And when you're ready, on an inhale, start to walk your right hand over on top of your left hand, shifting your left hand off to the side of your mat. Giving yourself a nice stretch along your right side body. We're going to be moving slowly tonight or today or this morning, whenever you're watching this video. So really just give yourself time to bring your awareness to your breath and just notice any sensations or thoughts that arrive. And anytime you notice yourself getting caught up in those thoughts or feelings, just bring your awareness back to your breath in the present moment. Meet me back in center. And walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Same thing, stack your left hand on top of your right this time. Nice stretch in the left side body. I encourage you to explore how slowly you can move throughout this practice. Meet me back in center. And on an inhale, meet me in a neutral tabletop position. From our neutral tabletop position here, we have wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. On your inhale, drop your tailbone, start to open your chest, looking up if it's comfortable. And on an exhale, rounding your upper spine, tucking in your tailbone. Following the pace of your own breath here. So on an inhale, opening the chest, dropping the tailbone, looking up. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone. So give yourself a few rounds of this, inviting in any organic movement along the way. So maybe you drop one shoulder at a time, invite in some barrel rolls. Or you let your head hang heavy, shaking your head yes and no a few times. Relaxing your jaw. Maybe sending your hips back. They're in a circle. You have full permission to make this practice your own. Any poses I call are suggestions. If something else feels good in your body, listen to that. Definitely do not compare what my body looks like to what your body looks like in a pose, because we all have different abilities within our body. We are all at different levels of mobility, flexibility. It's not going to look the same. And it's not about how it looks, it is about how it feels. Yoga is a practice of breath awareness. So remember to use your breath as a tool here. On an inhale, send your right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Staying here if that feels good. Otherwise, you can walk your left hand out towards the top of your mat. You can draw your left hand up towards the sky. Option to take a bind here to really open up your chest. Just feeling a little intense for me today, so I'm going to stay here. Inhale, come back through neutral tabletop, sending your right hand towards the sky and dropping it back down. Inhale, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Smile and wave at your ceiling or the clouds, depending on if you're indoors or outdoors. Exhale, thread the needle. Again, exploring what feels good in your body. We never want to force ourselves into a position that does not feel good, though uncomfortability is important, and it is good that we have those chosen challenges in life. I do encourage you to find your edge with peace rather than with force. Get curious. Don't push past what you're capable of, but challenge yourself within the means of your current tolerance window. Otherwise, changes don't really last if we're constantly pushing ourselves so far out of our comfort zone. I think it's important to remember new habits don't begin overnight. So from our neutral tabletop position, start to walk your hands towards the top of your mat, and maybe they come off the top of your mat a little. And then lower your chest towards your mat for puppy pose. And gently come back to neutral. From your neutral tabletop, go into a downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. It's our first downward dog of our flow here. So take your time, pedal out your feet, walk your dog. Bend one knee at a time, and then the other. Find a moment of stillness in your downward dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And open mouth, exhale. Inhale. And exhale, start to walk your feet towards your hands. Meet me at the top of your mat. Feet as wide as your hips. A gentle bend in your knees. Let your head hang heavy. Grab your elbows. Feel free to sway side to side or find stillness. It's all about taking what you need. And when you're ready, slowly start to rise to standing. Letting your head be the very last thing that rolls up. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, forward folds, coming back down. On an inhale, halfway lift, placing your hands on your shins or your thighs. Reaching for a long spine. And exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back to a high plank, and slowly start to lower down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, start to walk your feet towards your hands again. And meet me in a forward fold. On an inhale, start to rise, arms up overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, cactus your arms, engaging your core, opening your chest. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, cactus your arms. And meet me in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. To upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And finding some stillness. On your inhale, send your right leg high. And exhale, step your right leg through. Taking a moment to feel the support of the ground beneath you. And once you're feeling steady, on an inhale, rise up, arms come up overhead for crescent lunge. Finding a slight arch in your back. And coming back upright. And dropping your left hand out in front of you, right arm sweeps back behind you. And you find a slight twist in your upper body. Inhale, reverse. Feeling that fire building up from the ground through your thighs, feeling how powerful that is. And then exhale, coming back to crescent lunge. And then exhale, plant your hands. Step your foot back for a high plank. Option to take Chaturanga Dandasana or meet me in downward facing dog. Nice work, guys. Same thing on the left side now. So inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step that left leg through. Find your balance. Inhale, rise for crescent lunge. Finding an arch in your back, opening your chest. Coming back to a neutral spine. This time sending your left arm back behind you, right arm comes out straight in front of you. On an exhale, sink a little bit deeper. And we smile. We feel that energy building up through our legs. Inhale, come back to crescent. Exhale, plant your hands, step that foot back. Chaturanga Dandasana or downward facing dog. To stay in downward facing dog here, or if you would like a rest, come down into child's pose for a moment. And reconnecting with your breath, noticing where it's at. See if you can send your breath into your belly. And if it's already there, how deep into your belly can you breathe? Imagining each inhale, you're pulling your energy up through the ground, through the earth, from your feet all the way up your spine to the crown of your head. And each exhale, sending that breath back down from the crown of your head, down your spine, down the backs of your legs, into the ground. From this downward facing dog, inhale, bring your right leg high. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Inhale, right leg high. Knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg high. Come back to downward facing dog. Good job, you guys. Drop down into a child's pose. Take a nice deep breath in. Open mouth exhale. And meet me in a downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your right leg through. Inhale, meet me in a warrior two. So shoulders stack above your hips. Knee over ankle. Relax your shoulders. Gaze out over your right fingertips. Deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth exhale. Deep breath in through your nose. And out through your nose. Again, in through your nose. Out through your nose. Remember to smile. Inhale, come into a 5-pointed star. And exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Option 2, clasp your hands behind your back and offer a chest opener here. Option, if that doesn't feel good, to just hang heavy. Find any organic movement that you'd like here. And inhale, slowly start to rise. And meeting me back in warrior two. Pinwheel your arms down to downward facing dog. Option to take chaturanga, or just meet me there. On an inhale, send your left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Same thing. Inhale into warrior two. So you're not leaning forward, but you are stacked. Gaze goes out over your left fingertips. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Inhale. Sink a little bit deeper on your exhale. Feel that energy rising up from the earth. Five-pointed star. And wide-legged forward fold. Seeing if you can pull yourself a little bit deeper into the stretch this time with each exhale. Maybe reaching your left hand towards your right ankle. Option for that right hand to go up towards the sky. And walk your hands over to the other side. Right hand meets left ankle. Left hand goes up towards the sky. And gently start to rise. Meet me in warrior two on the left. Pinwheel your arms down. Chaturanga Dandasana, or meet me in downward facing dog. Plank, or from this downward facing dog, we're going to come into side plank on the right. So start to meet me in a high plank, and then set yourself up for right side plank. Sending your left hand up towards the sky. Deep breath in and out. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. And coming back to high plank and setting up for the left side. Sending your right hand up towards the sky. Deep breath in. Holding for 3. If you're shaking, that's good. 2, 1. Downward facing dog. When our bodies are shaking, that means it's working. Let that energy just flow through you. Know that that too will pass. Inhale, come to high plank. Exhale, slowly lower down. Good job, guys. You're doing great. And then meet me in child's pose. When you're ready, meet me in a neutral tabletop position. On an exhale, send your hips up and back. Inhale, walk your feet towards your hands. Meet me at the top of your mat. And slowly come to standing. So at the top of your mat, we're going to come into eagle pose. So right arm under your left arm. Shoulder blades down and back. Elbows up. Lift your right knee. And start to wrap your right leg around your left. Option 2, rest your toes on the ground here. Option 2, take a full bind. And sink your hips down and back. Keeping your elbows lifted, shoulder blades down and back. Rooting down through your left foot. Deep inhale. Exhale, sink your hips down and back a little deeper. Inhale, come to standing. And exhale, lower that right leg. Good job. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana, or meet me in downward facing dog. Inhale, start to walk your feet towards your hands. Meet me in a forward fold. Inhale, slowly start to rise. At the top of your mat, we're going to do eagle on the left side. Left leg lifts up off the ground and slowly starts to wrap around. The left arm goes under the right arm this time. Deep inhale. Exhale, sink your hips down and back. See if you can keep sinking a little bit deeper. Keep your elbows lifted, shoulder blades down. Feeling a nice opener at the top of your back. And an exhale, sinking a little deeper. Inhale, come back to standing. And lower that left leg. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, or downward facing dog. From here, meet me in a neutral tabletop position and come into a seat. Your legs out in front of you and find a bend in your knees. Arms out in front of you, palms facing up. Gently start to lean back, activating your core. Feet come up off of the ground. You can stay here. Option to straighten your legs. Wherever you're at, we're going to hold it. We're going to hold it for some time. Remember, if your core is shaking, you are doing it right. Keep breathing. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Good job, you guys. Take any organic movement that feels good. And when you're ready, meet me in a neutral tabletop position. Lower yourself down onto your elbows. Elbows under shoulders. For Sphinx pose. If you have any tension in your lower back, take your legs out wider. Play around with what feels good for your body. Take any other movement if you need with an open chest, open heart, big smile. Take a deep breath in and out. Start to drop your head. Draw a big circle with your nose. And the other way. Look over your left shoulder. And your right shoulder. And back to neutral. Relax your jaw, relax your forehead. Stack your forearms on top of one another and rest your forehead on your forearms. Drawing your left knee up. A left knee up at a right angle for half frog. We'll stay here for some time. Sending your breath into whatever area you are feeling the most sensation. Option to take full frog pose right now, but this is how I will cue it. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Offer a gentle roll side to side for your forehead. Option to stay here. Start to straighten out that left leg again. Finding a moment of stillness before our right side. And when you're ready, inhale, draw your right knee up. And exhale, relax into this posture. Feeling how the ground beneath you is supporting your body in this pose. And when you're ready, drawing that leg back in. If you took full frog, be gentle coming out. And give yourself time. Find any organic movement that feels good for you. And meet us in a neutral tabletop position. From this neutral tabletop position, meet me on your backs. Placing one hand over your belly and one hand over your heart. Draw your legs up into the sky, up into the air. Legs up the wall or legs up in the air. And give yourself some time here. Option to grab onto your calves or behind your knees, your thighs. Take some ankle rolls. One way and then the other. When you're ready, draw your right knee in towards your chest and give it a big squeeze, big hug. And then find some space in that right hip. Draw your right knee in a big circle. Stopping on any areas that might feel a little sticky, giving them some extra love. And on an exhale, draw your left knee over to the left side. Draw your right knee over to the left side of your body. Gaze stays up towards the sky or gaze draws over to the right. Keeping your right shoulder on the mat or as close to the mat as you can get. And if that means dropping your right knee down lower or higher, whatever it may be, find those micro adjustments. And take a deep breath in. We'll stay here for some time. Inhale, slowly start to draw that right knee back towards your chest, coming into a straight spine. Exhale, lower that right knee, draw your left knee towards your chest, give it a big squeeze. Start to create some space, draw a nice big circle with that left knee. On an exhale, send your left knee over to the right side of your body. Left arm comes out long. Gaze over towards your left hand or up towards the sky, whatever feels good for you. Deep inhale. And we'll stay here for some time. And gently start to come back to center, bringing your left knee in towards your chest. And exhale, sending your leg out long. Bringing your feet as wide as your yoga mat, if not a little bit wider. And then arms also out to your sides. We come into our final resting pose, or Shavasana. And take a moment to just notice how your body feels in this moment. And acknowledge your hard work today and every day. Take a deep breath in and open mouth exhale. Allowing yourself to sink deeper into this present moment with each exhale. Calling your awareness back to your breath anytime your mind wanders. Knowing there is nowhere else you need to be right now than right here. Gently start to bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And start to call in some more movement, drawing some circles with your wrists and your ankles. Taking a full body stretch. Rolling over onto your left side, drawing your knees towards your chest, supporting your head. Just taking a moment to thank yourself for showing up here today on your mat. Our world moves so quickly. It's so important we schedule in those times to rest, to tune into our awareness, our intuition. Take a moment to set an intention with yourself that you can bring with you throughout the rest of this week. And with your eyes still closed, as slow as you can, meet me in a seated position. The teacher and light in me honors the teacher and light in each one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, your afternoon, your evening, whenever you're watching this, and feel free to check back in for more content.